should log in. It is morning. It is Friday. It is Friday. Well, today, Friday, I got my computer up here at the fire pit because the internet works out here. I've dug out a whole wheelbarrow full of ash out of the fire pit, and I'm gonna start burning stuff because we got all that stuff back there that needs to get burned. So it's cold-ish. Let's do it. Of course, I had to pump up the tire in the wheelbarrow because I'm going to continue getting wood from the back. Thank you, Bicycle Pump. Your service is duly noted. It's a beautiful day. I should probably get my sun up too. My box is here. Handle with care, fragile. Oh, look. Look at that. That's fantastic. Look, there's still a big hole in my dash, but look, it's back. odopro.com. Thanks for doing it. I wish I'd asked you. I did not ask them to clean the inside of the lenses or anything. I'll clean the outsides and all, but let's get my car back together, shall we? Obviously, the hardest part about this is, putting all these back in and then putting the lever where it belongs. And again, I don't have a assistant, nor do I have a tripod that I can fit in the car in here somehow. So there isn't really a good way for me to film that while that's going on. The phone almost sticks here, but it'll fall if I let go. So you'll just have to imagine me plugging things back into their respective plugs. They took the old sticker off, by the way. It was on here from the previous installation, which I find to be interesting. Cool. We got a dry toothbrush and work on that bit of dirt in the corner right quick. Got some other cleaning to do. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. It looks like it. I should just be able to, slide this sucker back in. The middle one went in easy as pie. The outside ones don't want to, because there's this weird little lever action thing. Oh, there, that snapped in place. Nope, it did not snap in place. Is it in? I can't tell. Nope, it'll come. So if you look, pull it back out again. There's a little, see how there's a notch there? So this thing has to be fully in the open position for it to want to slip in to the slot correctly, and then you just lever it back in. Oops. Now, prudence would tell me to reconnect the battery and test it before I fully assemble everything. Right? Well, let's turn the key. Windshield wipers on. Whoa! Look at that! Press clutch pedal to start engine. That's fantastic. Look at that. Well, I don't want to start the engine. Okay. Service. 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 390 miles. I don't know what any of that means. I got to reset everything. Look at that. Would you look at that? All right. It's kind of hard or nearly impossible really to put this in incorrectly because, it fits in the space. Right, so you just, tip the top in and then push it up. The clips won't really engage in anything. And then we go underneath and we'll screw these guys back in. Oh, you can't see. Pull that up with this finger. Yeah, there, that one. All right. Now, if you remember, all of these are T25s and obviously kind of difficult to get to. So we'll see how well it goes with this little ratchet. I do have the drill, if that'll work too. We'll see. I was actually able to thread it in most of the way by hand. So let's just tighten it up. Again, this little tool comes to the rescue. Pretty handy. So that's all snugged up. It's kind of funny, the pleather, whatever this is on this side, doesn't like to come down and cover it as well. It's kind of curled up. All right, now to put all this mess back together. I did drop a retaining clip. Came out of this somewhere. Oh, what did I do with it? So I think it goes on something like back in here. I think there's a clip missing here for me to screw one of these screws into, or maybe it's this one. I think it might be that one. All right, so that was easy. So that's where it belongs. All right, let's put my car back together. I found this one, which was the one that fell out. So the one that I just installed was not this one. So where does this one go? I mean, I can use this or I can use the other one, I guess. I hate it when you have extra parts. The other thing to remember is that this clippy here goes into this receiver here. All right. Nothing screws into this hole. There's nothing here because the thing that holds it is actually down low, because this clip is what holds it in up here. Ditto over here. This hard to see clip. Oh man. Let's see if I can get to it from up here. This goes into that. All right, clock's reset. There we go. I do have a full tank of gas, so that 390 makes sense. 64 degrees, really? I believe that. Okay, and yes, apparently I need new brake pads. So, cool. Yay, it's working. So I'm gonna take the car for a drive because it's been a bit. Oh, I gotta redo the code for the stereo. I know that. Yeah, see how it goes. The car's been sitting for a couple of weeks. I'm glad the battery's good. It started right up. You'd think I would have had the code for the radio memorized after all that fuss with the battery last year. Oop, went too far. And I kind of did. All right, there we go. RDS and scan together. Music. Well, according to my climate control things, my speedometer seems to be pretty accurate, but RPMs are way off. Way off. So about 2,700 RPMs on there, over 3,000 over here. 22, 22. There you go. All right, now I'm out completely. All right, so that drops this down to idling at 7,200, just 720 RPMs, right? This says I'm about 1,100. So that's a bummer. Am I gonna complain about this to the person who did the work, and am I gonna send it back to them? No. Because they are in Colorado, and for all I know, this might be something that could be reset by the VCDS. I have absolutely no idea. My RPM gauge has always been off. It used to be off more like on the underside. It would be reading like 700 RPMs when it was actually around 1,000 RPMs, something like that. So, is what it is. If anybody would ever want to be on the channel with me and go for rides in the car, I can clearly film both of us. That's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Not the lovely and talented missus. I know she's not interested. Which is fair. It is kind of funny that both of my boys are pretty active on YouTube, watching stuff, and they've never mentioned this. They've never, as far as I know, they've never noticed that I have a channel that I post to a couple of times a week. Which reminds me, I have to post a video. Of course, again, as always, by the time you see this, that video will have been posted. So it is time. I was, just a couple days, like Tuesday through Thursday, Monday through Thursday, something like that. And saving the Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a separate video. One thing
I will say about the dash, if I do ever want to sell this car, which, you know, I will, at some point I'm going to sell this car, that's going to help with the resale value quite a bit. So that's another reason to have spent the $90. I mean, 90 bucks. 90 bucks. Pretty good deal.
Yeah, this needs to happen. Over here on the fence line, we got a couple of things like, oh, this, by the way, this weird magnolia tree is just really rebushing. But look what we've got. Poison ivy right amidst all this stuff. And there was some more down here somewhere. This holly tree's grown out of nowhere. So I'm planning on, I have to talk to my neighbor about getting rid of this honeysuckle and then allowing this holly tree to grow. I think she'll be okay with that. Look though, more poison ivy. And it's right amid some desirable plants, so that kind of sucks.
Now we're out, and I'm gonna shoot a little of Trevor riding his motorcycle for his friend Will's YouTube channel. And maybe I'll pop a link to the channel. Strong language, so be careful on that one. Man, I'm really having to struggle with the phone because of my screen protector isn't here very well. So the corner where the controls are is always takes an extra strong push. That was fun, shooting a little video of Trevor. You won't see it here. Maybe maybe I'll show you a snippet or two, but that's
What we have going on here is Cincinnati Restaurant Week. It was the last day of it this Saturday, and so we went and hit 2 restaurants actually, right next door pretty much to one another in O'Brienville, and shared some of the Restaurant Week specials. There's some salmon over there, and there was a mushroom ravioli, and then we went to Shea and had empanadas and tater tots. But they had these cool stamps, all these legit postage stamps as part of the table, so we might steal this idea at least and make something similar for ourselves.
yeah, we're short too. Just parking at church. It is that time. If I could, I would make myself a little U-turn and park in my usual spot on the street. And I'll have to do a 3-point turn instead. Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Obviously, Sundays are busy. Got church, then straight out to pancakes, as we call them, with the grandparents, and then a quick moment home to actually pack and then grab my band stuff. And then after that, I have to quickly go home, swap the band stuff for the travel stuff, and go get on an airplane. I take off at 5 o'clock. All right, I'm gonna go inside and sing, but I would need a cup of tea, so I'm gonna run. It is still Sunday. I am headed to band practice, and most of this road, Round Bottom Road, that I like to drive on, because it's got some good twisty turnies, has been repaved. It's been fantastic, and I had somebody who was enjoying it well in front of me. Then they made a light, and I didn't make the light, and now I've got somebody going the speed limit. So now they're really braking because we're coming up on a railroad crossing. In their Chevy Tahoe, can't seem to make it over the smooth railroad crossing at a reasonable speed, which means that I am now way too close to them, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be that guy. Like I was that one week when the guy pulled out in front of me, and then he pulled over and waved me by because he got it. They don't get it. Oh well. It's 12:54. I am, because I had to pack, I really should be there by now, and but I'll be there in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. And after rehearsal, we go home and we just swap out the band stuff for the trip stuff and go to the airport. because, you know, got to get there by 4 at the latest, because that's an hour before my flight. Yeah, it's going to be tight. All right, why are you braking? Why are you braking? They're braking. I don't know why they're braking. Why are you braking? Stop braking. Why all the Illinois advertisements? They're everywhere. Everywhere. TSA empty. Hudson closed. Jack Nicklaus closed. You know the drill. Way down there. I said, way down there. See where the blue lights are? That's where I'm going. Hey, look, there's somebody else renting a car from Hertz. I might have to wait a little bit. Dang. And here we are, back to the familiar sights of 26 West, heading towards Ashley Phosphate Road. All right, this will probably be it for the evening. It is Sunday evening. It is well after 10 o'clock, 10:31, according to the car. I'm going to check into the hotel and go to bed. Back to the 3rd floor. There we go. Good night, Sunday night. End it. I lied. I filmed more video. What's this I see? A microwave? Huh. Oh, I can, you know, buy microwavable snacks. All right. Good night, everybody. See ya tomorrow.